In the ancient lands of Moab, King Eglon reigned with an iron fist. To his subjects, he was a figure of might and wealth, a king who expanded his power through ruthless cunning. But beneath the lavish robes and gold crown lay a secret darker than any could imagine. Eglon had made a mysterious deal, one that brought him great power but demanded a price no mortal should pay. But what was this secret pact? And who or what was Eglon truly dealing with? To understand his downfall, we must first step into the shadowy corridors of Eglon's palace, a place where whispers of betrayal and dark forces lingered in every corner. Eglon's rise to power was no accident. Behind the gleaming facade of Moab's grandeur, the king made secret alliances, not just with men, but with something far more sinister. Late at night, when the moon hung low and pale over the palace, he would meet with a shadowy figure, cloaked in darkness and surrounded by an otherworldly mist. This figure was no ordinary man. It was a being from beyond, a messenger of the underworld, who promised Eglon untold power in exchange for his loyalty. Eglon agreed without hesitation, blinded by greed and ambition. The dark power granted him victories in battle, wealth beyond measure, and the unwavering fear of his enemies. But the deal had bound Eglon to forces he could neither understand nor control. What was the true cost of Eglon's power? What fate awaited him as the price for this forbidden alliance? Enter Ehud, a left-handed warrior from Israel, chosen not by strength alone, but by cunning and resolve. The Israelites had suffered under Eglon's rule for 18 long years, and they prayed for a deliverer. When Ehud was chosen to present tribute to the king, he saw an opportunity, a dangerous one-shot chance to end Eglon's tyranny. Ehud concealed a short, razor-sharp dagger on his right thigh, hidden beneath his cloak, a perfect spot, as few would suspect a weapon on the opposite side of a right-handed man. When Ehud arrived at the palace, he bowed before Eglon, his face a mask of subservience, but his mind sharpened like the blade hidden under his garments. Eglon, ever eager for more tribute, allowed Ehud a private audience in his cooling chamber, a secluded room filled with the faint scent of incense and luxury. As the doors closed behind them, the king dismissed his guards, indulging in the idea of his invulnerability. Ehud approached, bearing his offering, and leaned closer. "I have a secret message for you, O king," Ehud whispered, his voice dripping with urgency. Curious and arrogant, Eglon leaned forward, motioning Ehud nearer. The air in the room grew thick with tension, the kind that precedes a violent storm. Eglon's eyes flickered with suspicion, but before he could react, Ehud's hand darted under his cloak. The king's eyes widened in shock as Ehud plunged the hidden dagger deep into his belly, the blade disappearing into Eglon's flesh, swallowed by his massive girth. But the story doesn't end here. What was this dark power that surrounded Eglon? And why was his death so strange and gruesome? As Eglon slumped forward, gasping for breath, the chamber seemed to darken. Shadows danced along the walls and a strange, low whisper filled the room, an unearthly sound that sent chills down Ehud's spine. Eglon's eyes flickered, not just with pain, but with something else, something otherworldly, as if he was peering into a realm beyond mortal sight. The dark force that had granted Eglon power now came to claim its due. Ehud backed away, horrified not just by the act he had committed, but by the eerie sensation that something far worse had been released. He fled the chamber, locking the doors behind him, leaving Eglon to the darkness he had embraced. As the guards rushed in moments later, they found their king slumped in death, his body cold and surrounded by an inexplicable, heavy silence. Ehud escaped the palace, running as fast as his legs could carry him, heart pounding with the thrill of success and the haunting memory of Eglon's final moments. When he returned to his people, Ehud rallied the Israelites, leading them in a swift attack against the unsuspecting Moabites, who were thrown into chaos without their leader. The Israelites rejoiced, free at last from Eglon's crushing rule. But as for Ehud, the memory of that dark, whispering chamber lingered like a shadow on his soul. The mission was over, but the true story, one of forbidden pacts, secret powers, and eerie whispers, had only just begun. So what was the true nature of Eglon's dark deal? Could there be more to the story that we've never been told? And what other dark secrets lurk in the shadows of history? Hit subscribe, because this is just the beginning. The tale of Ehud and Eglon is only one of many stories where darkness and light clash in ancient times. There are more secrets to uncover and more mysteries waiting to be revealed. Don't miss out on what comes next.